Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. I welcome you all to the online class for Standard 8, and today we will read the chapter Father's Health, which is written by R.K. Narayan. Till now, what we have learned that Swaminathan he made an excuse for not going to school, and what is that excuse? Can anybody tell? Yes, it is headache. Do you think really he has headache? Definitely not. And he convinced his mother that he is having headache, there are no extra lessons, there are no important classes, so he can stay at home. The mother, she agreed, she allowed her to stay. But father is really a stubborn man, so he didn't listen to the excuse of Swaminathan. And then Swaminathan had to change his tactics. And what he did? He said that his teacher Samuel is really violent. He punishes students, he beats them, and he's really very violent person. And he just narrated the story that he makes the children kneel down in the corner of the classroom, and then he twist his ear, and so many things he told about Samuel. And he narrated the story that a boy was there and he was bitten so much that the blood came out from the hands, and so Samuel he smeared it on his forehead like the vermilion, like the tilak. And after listening to this, Swaminathan's father, he said, definitely something to be done. The teacher must be taught a lesson. And what he did? He wrote down a long letter complaining about the violent activities of the teacher towards the children. And he said to Swaminathan, go to school. And he considered it as a challenge, and he forced him to go to school and give this letter to the headmaster. But as we know that Swaminathan has told the story, whatever he said about Samuel is what it was not all true. And so he said, why are you writing this letter? And he protested. But father didn't listen anything. He forced Swami to go to school, and now Swami is going to school with a heavy heart. He has the envelope with this complaint letter about Samuel, and when he was going to school, he was thinking that whatever he said about Samuel was right or wrong. He stood for a moment and he thought about the incident, that smearing blood and that beating or pulling the skin out of the body kind of thing. But he never got any instance of his violence. Rather, he was a very friendly and gentle man. He made jokes with Swaminathan, and the more he was thinking, the more he was feeling guilty. And let's see what happened as he approached the yellow building. Can anybody tell what is the name of the school? Yes, very good. It's Albert Mission School. And what was the color of the school? Yellow. As he approached the yellow building, he realized that he was perjuring himself and was ruining his teacher. Now he introspected, he thought within himself about the teacher, that he was not at all bad, he was not so much violent that he told to his father. And what he felt like? And he felt like going to tell his father that whatever he said is a lie, and he just please take this letter back. But he knew that his father is very stubborn, he will not listen. So he has to approach, he has to go. He went to the school building that and he was thinking that he was perjuring himself, that he was a false witness, he was just ruining the life of his teacher. Probably the headmaster would dismiss Samuel, and then the police would chain him and pull him in jail. So he imagined what will happen when the letter will be given to the headmaster. The headmaster will dismiss him, suspend him from the school, and he will call the police. And what the police will do? He will chain him. So he can imagine the teacher in chains, and the police is pulling him in jail. And for all this disgrace, humiliation, and suffering, who would be responsible? Swami shuddered. Swami was shaken from inside, and he said, all this disgrace, all this humiliation, torture, suffering that will cause to the teacher, it will be because of whom? It will be because of whom? Because of Swami, because of his excuse, because of his lies. And so he shuddered, he just trembled within. The more he thought of Samuel, the more he grieved for him. Grieved means became sad. So more sorrowful he became. And he just remembered the face of Samuel, the dark face, his small red streaked eyes, his thin line of mustache, his unshaven cheek and chin, his yellow coat. Everything filled Swami with sorrow. So now Swami imagined the figure, the features of Samuel, a very gentleman, a very friendly person, and a very, you can say, very simple man. And what kind of face he had? A dark face, and the eyes were very small and red streaked, red color, and his there was a thin line of mustache, and his unshaven cheek and chin. He had beard, and the coat which was yellow in color. Everything filled Swami with sorrow. He really felt sad for him. As he thought, as he felt the bulge of the letter in his pocket. The bulge means here heavy, that heaviness of that. So the heaviness of this letter was there in his pocket. He felt it. He felt like an executioner. Executioner means a person who executes, means hangman, who hangs the people. So for a moment he was angry with his father and wondered why he shouldn't fling into the gutter the letter of a man so unreasonable and stubborn. So Swaminathan thought that why he will carry this letter from this man. And who is this man? His father. And he considered his father to be very unreasonable and very stubborn, jiddi, you can say. So he just said that he felt really sad for Samuel, because he imagined that after the letter is delivered to this headmaster, the headmaster will dismiss him, the police will come and chain him and drag him to the jail, and all this torture, feel suffering, humiliation, embarrassment, all this will happen because of whom? Because of Swami. And he really felt sorrowful and bad, but he had no other option. What he could do? He had to go to school because he knew his father is really unreasonable and really stubborn. So for a moment he felt very angry with his father. But what can he do? Nothing. So let's see what happened. As he entered the school gate, an idea occurred to him, a sort of solution. He wouldn't deliver the letter to the headmaster immediately, but at the end of the day. So what happened to him? An idea occurred to him that why should he give the letter in the morning? Father said to deliver it to the headmaster, but he hasn't told that how the father will know that he has given it in the morning or afternoon or at the end of the day. So he decided that he will give the letter to the headmaster not immediately but at the end of the day. You can underline that. To that extent, he would disobey his father and exercise his independence. So he said, for that time limit, he will disobey his father. He could do that, and he will enjoy his independence, freedom. There was nothing wrong in it, and father would not know it anyway. So he said that father wants the letter to be delivered, and he will never know that he delivered it in the morning or in the afternoon. So he can enjoy this freedom. And do you know what is the reason behind that? Why he decided this? It's given there. So why he decided not to give the letter in the morning or immediately, but at the end of the day, at the end of the school. So the answer is given in the last line. If the letter was given at the end of the day, there was a chance that Samuel might do something to justify the letter. So this is the reason why he thought that he will deliver the letter at the end of the day, not in the morning, at the beginning. And he thought that in the morning, from morning till the day, that Samuel will do some violent activities or he will do something to justify the letter, so that the burden of guilt will be less. So whatever he said about Samuel is false, and he only narrated the false story which has no truth in it, and he felt guilty for that. His conscience bothered him. But now, if he will get any chance, or if Samuel will do something throughout the day to justify the letter, there is no harm in giving this letter. He can justify it that yes, Samuel is violent. So let's see what happened. Swami stood at the entrance to his class. Samuel was teaching arithmetic. He looked at Swami for a moment. Swami stood hoping that Samuel would fall on him and tear his skin off, but Samuel merely asked, "Are you just coming to the class?" "Yes, sir." "You're half an hour late." "I know it." Swami hoped that he would be attacked now, and he almost prayed, "God of Tirupati, please make Samuel beat me." So now what happened? So now Swami, with the letter in his pocket, went to the classroom, not to the headmaster's chamber. He went and stood near the door. And what was Samuel doing? He was teaching which subject? Arithmetic. And he looked at Swami for a moment. Then he was late to the class. And according to the description, what Swami does, so he makes them sit on the corner, gives them canes, and twists their ear. But he did nothing like that. Rather, he asked Swami that, "Are you coming right now to the classroom?" So he said, "Yes, sir." And then the teacher said that, "You are half an hour late." And Swami just said, "I know it." So he wanted to just provoke Samuel so that he will attack him, and he also prayed to the God that, "God, please make Samuel beat me." So that what will happen? So he can justify the letter, justify the complaint letter that yes, really Samuel is very violent. But let's see what happened. "Why are you late?" Swami wanted to reply, "Just to see what you can do." But he merely said, "I have a headache, sir." So Swami wanted to say, "I want to see what you can do. It's a challenge." But he didn't say, but he only said, merely he said only that, "I have a headache, sir." Then the teacher said, "Then why did you come to the school at all? What was the need? You should have stayed at home. If you have headache, then you could have stayed at home. Then why you came to the school?" A most unexpected question from Samuel. Sami thought that the teacher would beat him, but no, he was only asking that why you came to the school then. You should have stayed at home, taken rest. So Sami said that my father said that I shouldn't miss the class, sir, said Swami. Swami couldn't tell that my father has given the complaint letter about you to see what you can do. My father wants to dismiss you, but he couldn't say. Swami said that my father said that I shouldn't miss the class, sir. So after listening to this, Samuel became very impressed, and he seemed very impressed with Swami's father. He said that your father is quite right, a very sensible man. We want more parents like him. Then Swami thought to himself, "Oh dear, you don't know what my father has done to you." He was more puzzled than ever about Samuel's character. So he wanted to say that you don't know you're praising my father. You want parents like him to be more in number, and you said he's very sensible. But you don't know, dear, what he has done. He has written complaint letter about you, and you will be dismissed. Police will come and he will take you to the jail. So he wanted to say that, but Swami couldn't, and he was really puzzled. He was confused. Puzzled means confused about Samuel's character. He thought Samuel to be violent, but in his action he is something different. He is not being so much violent. "All right, go to your seat. Have you still a headache?" "Slightly, sir." Swami went to his seat with a bleeding heart. Why with a bleeding heart? Because he wanted Samuel to beat him, punish him, but he didn't. Rather, he was concerned. Rather, he praised his father. Rather, he said him to sit at his place. He didn't punish him, not he gave any cane to him. So, whatever he thought about him, and it was something different which he came to know. He had never met a man so good as Samuel. The teacher was inspecting the home lessons, which usually produced, at least according to Swami's impression, scenes of great violence. So Swami thought that now there will be a violent scene in the classroom because it is the checking or inspection of homeworks, home lessons. And what will happen? Swami thought scenes of great violence. And what are the things he thought will happen in the classroom? Notebooks would be flung at faces. Boys would be abused. Boys would be scolded, caned, and made to stand on a benches. So what will happen now? The copies will be thrown at the faces. Boys will be beaten up. They will be scolded, and they will be made to stand on the benches. But today Samuel appeared to have developed more tolerance and gentleness. He pushed away the bad books, just touched people with the cane, never made anyone stand up for more than a few minutes. Now, what happened? According to his expectation, he expected that now there will be violence and he would be able to justify the letter. But no, his expectation was quite different from the reality. And what happened in reality? So Samuel didn't beat anyone, he just touched them with the cane. He never made people or students stand on the benches for more than a minute. And then there was no violent scene which he thought will be created in the classroom. Now it was turn of Swami. Swami's turn came. He almost thanked God for the chance. He felt, oh God, thank you. Now my turn has come. And what will happen? He thought Samuel will punish him. And let's see whether he gets punishment, whether he is able to justify the letter or not. And we will read in the next class. Thank you.